Hello everyone, Zelrant here, and as it is day 3 on Etheria Restart, I thought it'd be a good time to kind of give an account update of where I'm currently at and how it may apply to you in terms of what you might want to prioritize for pulling on future limited banners, as well as what you might want to be farming right now, especially if you're doing max stamina refreshes like I am, and how you can make progress through beating the different bosses as you work on completing the hyperlink charter here. Now, as like I said, we all have unique accounts based on whether you re-rolled, you did the rebate, or you're just completely free to play. Everybody pulled on the permanent banner to kind of get a wide variety of characters in their account. But even with that, the things you're kind of wanting to farm at this point and the content you're wanting to do is all going to be similar. And so I thought this would be kind of helpful for people that want to know what they might want to prioritize. And so let's go ahead and just kind of start looking into what I've gotten at this point. Now, I have spent on the game. Now, I didn't take advantage of the rebate, so my money didn't get doubled from the rebate. But I did spend up to that $100 to unlock the festive pass, whatever it was, that festive event that gave rewards all the way up to $100. The last one being an SR/SSR guaranteed. So it was guaranteed to be an SR and SSR. I so happened to got lucky and pulled out getting a copy of Mia. That's the latest thing that has changed in my account is I got a copy of her alongside all of my other SSRs here with Leanne, Freya, Heinrich, Beaton, Doki Doki, and Hellkid. So I'm actually sitting really, really good. The biggest thing I'm really good with are the fire units. I have all of them except Veronica, at least on the SSR side. And so now I've just started investing into Hellkid and Beaton because I want to start pushing heavily on Terramatan. I have Nightmare unlocked. Right now, I'm only able to do Nightmare 1 on both Terramatan and Doki Doki. Doki Doki is actually where I am the worst right now. I have almost no water unit. And so, holy crap, is it really that bad? Yeah, okay, I only have blue water unit. I don't even have anybody really for her weakness. So I have not used my selector yet, luckily. I do not plan to use it until we get the free SSR, just to see what we get from that, so I don't accidentally dupe up a unit. But the unit that I'll probably be pulling for, unless I get her from that, is going to be Tiamat, because I need a water unit, and I need a water DPS. And while Rosa's really good, she's not very good for Doki Doki. Tiamat will be better for that, and they're both good in PvP, so it was either order there. I mean, I like all of the water units here. Tsukiya, me, and Rosa. I just happen not to have anything on my account. So of these three, Tiamat's probably the most likely for me to pull. We'll kind of have to see where it goes there. So that'll kind of help me out for Doki Doki when I'm getting to the point of doing like Infernal difficulty. Right now, if you've watched my last video, I'm kind of limping along with Leanne and Gray. It's getting me through Nightmare 1, which at least means I can get the modules, although very rarely, for filling out. Do I even have really any on my characters here? I don't even know if I have any on them yet. I might have been. I've been moving things around. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. They're on my Marvel. So he's got the very few that I've gotten. But on the gear, slowly just working on it, doing the nightmare modes. Hopefully today, because I have not used all my max stamina refreshes today. I'll get to around probably level 29. I'm hoping I can start getting Terramatan Nightmare 3 done. I mean, I have all the burn units, so I can mix them. So take all of them with Marvel, and I should have no problem. Now, I need to build Mia and her a little bit, but I've been working on these two to kind of start building them up because Terramatan's starting to get pretty hard using my like core team, as I'm calling it, which has been Leanne, Freya, Gray, Sonya, and then Marvel. Like they're doing it, but it's pretty hard. So having all of his weakness will just make it so much easier. And so if I can start doing Nightmare 3, I can at least start building out my DPS. And that means I might be able to limp through Doki Doki through to Nightmare 3 just by having a lot of damage. Because then I can also start really building Heinrich, who can do pretty good there. So that's kind of the plan on my characters where I'm at there. Nothing too crazy. But the other thing that I have been farming quite heavily, and this is what I think everybody should be farming heavily, it's probably the best stopping point, or the best one of these to farm, which is Theban. Once you unlock this group, I've not actually, I should be able to beat them here by the end of the day. I've not beaten them on Nightmare, but even if you can only do hard mode, plenty good here, because both the Twilight Knight and especially the Black Flag are really, really good. Biggest thing right now on the bosses is just being able to outspeed them. Black Flag has that additional speed that it gives you. It has a follow-up attack, and it has turn meter in it. Everything's great. Like, this is going to be a core piece on my units for quite a while, because it's going to be a bit before I start unlocking and beating these bosses for the other great stuff here, and they're going to get expensive to build. So the Black Flag will probably be a core piece for at least like a week or two. And so I'm just farming the crap out of this, not only for the resources, but also those. Now and the reason I don't really care about Nightmare too much is, these ones aren't anything crazy to me. I might be able to use some of these, but it's more about the other two, which means the hard difficulty is all I really need to do there. But I will probably be farming Nightmare here by end of day. Now, the one other decision that I'm kind of looking at, and I mentioned it in my last video as well, is this reconfigure. Wherever it is, right here. So with this, you can, before the end of 4 days, you can reconfigure up to 5 times. And the first one's free. After that, you use Hydra Crystals to reconfigure. What this does is it gives you all the materials back that you've invested in a character and puts them back to as if you've never invested in them. Now, I mentioned Leanne could be a potential one if you're able to finish out her entire quest line in the Hyperlink Charter. Because as you can see, if I were to do that with her, I get a crap ton back. Now, she's just too good at Termaton, and I want to be able to easily, I think with her alongside all the other fire units, I should be able to get Termaton on lockdown. And so I'm actually not going to do it on her, because I got Mia, and we will be getting a free Ling Lu. I'm going to start probably heavily investing in Sanya. One of the reasons being, she's going to be an excellent, heavily investing in her is going to really help me with completing Doki Doki, because I don't really have much to help me there in terms of the damage. I need to try and keep them alive so they can finish the fight without dying themselves. And then after heavily investing in her, I can get all of it back before the end of the 4 days, and then invest that right back into Ling Lu. Now, I know she uses different modules here, but I can use those for other units as well, like Freya. So it's not lost by getting these back from her. But all the XP that I invest in her, if I work on getting her higher stars, I'm going to get all of that back. I'm actually going to start starring her up, just for the fact that I know I'm going to reconfigure her when we get Ling Lu. And that just means I'll have a really good healer for Doki Doki for the time being. Now, that might not be the best decision, but I think because I can get the resources back, it's the best for now. And it's not really losing anything in that aspect. While other characters, if you're not going to reconfigure them here, those resources are now stuck on them. So we have that. And so I've been working on that, working on getting the modules. So it's kind of like a back and forth between that right now. I'm trying to avoid needing to do the Animus XP. Now that I just got Mia, I kind of need to do it a couple times just so I can get her a little bit more leveled up. I'm also going to have to farm out some more for her prowess as well. Because I don't have that many, and I don't think I don't have any more supply packs. So I'm going to have to farm that a little bit just so I can start getting her skills up. Because I definitely want to use her for Termaton. All this I can just steal from my Sanya, though the swap back and forth is needed. So overall, pretty good shape there. I will be using, like I said, I still have 7 more refreshes I can do. And so that should get me, I think, to around level 29 from what I understand. And so I'll be in pretty solid. Now, when it comes to priority units, and I'll be making a separate video on this as well. It's kind of similar to how I do with Girls Frontline. Now, we don't know the future banners that were coming up, but my guess is that we will cycle through all of these units at some point. Potentially as like reruns. You can almost think of them as reruns, even though they never ran. I will get dedicated banners to them at some point. So right now, my biggest one, the one that I re-rolled for that I did not get because my account started off so good without her, is Lily. She is my top priority on a limited banner. Like I said, I'm done with these permanent banners. The only way I'm getting her is through this banner. I am skipping Messiah. I have 41 polls here. Because most of the packages I bought were the events that had the yellow Apex prototypes in there. I'm saving these up. That's why I said I pretty much have a guaranteed Lily as long as I don't dump my pulls, even with the max stamina refreshes. So I have that. The other unit that I really want, we'll have to see how much she changed because she was in the first beta, and that is Hoyan. Now, you probably saw my video when I kind of talked about her like 2 months ago or 3 months. It was a while ago when I first got into the creator program. I talked about her and kind of showcased her. She looked really, really good for PvP, but she was just weak overall in terms of she looked good, but she wasn't really that good overall in anything other than PvP. And even in PvP, she was still like there's still a lot of units that were better than her. I'm hoping to rework her to just be an outright better in the similar kit. And so she's actually going to be my priority if she stays the same element. I believe she was, I'd have to actually look it up. I believe she might have been water as well, but I can't remember. But she's that I just liked her aesthetically, so I'm almost certainly going to be getting her. And with them reworking her, she's probably going to be really good as like the next new unit. So she's also a priority. I have tons of pulls. Like any new units that come up here, I have 149. Easy peasy. I do not plan to spend any crystals on this banner. These banners. All the crystals are going towards light dark units because they are the best of the best. I want to get my Lily. I mean, Lily's like the only one that I feel like I must have at this point. But the other one that I could target potentially in the future, I don't know if I would put the full 80 pity into it to try and get her, but that would be Mio. I wouldn't mind getting a Mio as well, but she's not a must-have to me. I know she's top tier, really, really good. But I've kind of got most of what she gives covered. And so she might be throw some pulls at her, see if I get lucky and get her early. If not, that pity will carry over to a new light dark unit that comes out. So that's kind of my priorities there. When it comes to the red-green ones, like, we will get to see, because this ends in 6 days. So before I actually get that free SSR, we will know who the next unit is. Some people are speculating it'll be Hoyan. We'll have to see. But if they end up running one of these characters, some of my priorities in terms of who I want to pull here, fairly obvious, as I've already shown at the beginning, are going to be like Tsukiya Mi, just because I think she's really good at PvP, as well as she has a lot of capabilities within the PvE stuff as well. And she covers that water element for me. Like Rosa, Tiamat, and Tsukiya Mi are like the main units from water that I would really like. From what I heard, Borg, I don't even know how to say his name, is not very good right now still, even with his buffs. Another unit that if she showed up, I would absolutely love to get as well is going to be Ryamoka. She's not one that I want to use my targeted on. But if I got Ryamoka, it just makes Doki Doki super easy. So if they were to run Ryamoka, she's my second priority unit. I think she should be a high priority for anybody if she were to get a limited banner. I don't think she's a high priority for a targeted summon. Targeted on this one, because this could be anyone, which is why everybody should be saving this. But I think if she got a limited banner, absolutely a great one to pull, so that you can make sure, like, Doki Doki can be on lock with her. So I have that one. That's kind of probably would be my second priority on there. After that, I mean, Chloros and Veronica. I really liked Veronica's changes, but I'm so heavy on the fire side that they're like the last ones I'd probably pick up. So I probably would skip these two if they got that banner. Although Veronica's really good. I think for a lot of people, she's a good pickup. For me at this point, because I already have a good amount of burn units, I'd probably skip her and just wait for something in one of these ones or another unit that's new. Another one I really like, Kloss would be really good. Kloss would probably be, so after Rosa and Tsukiya Mi are kind of like my, and Tiamat are like the first top three with, where's the other one? Ryamoka being my fourth top, and then Kloss probably my fifth. So that'd probably be my top 5. I need to get my water units, but also just Ryamoka is really good for Doki Doki, and then Kloss is just really good as well. Don't really care about Celine, Lilith. Exadia, I wouldn't mind. Just because she's water, I'd probably pull over her if she was on that banner as well. but not one of my top ones that I really want. I know a lot of people think she's really good because she has, if you can get her spun up, she can do a lot of damage. That's the problem, though. You got to get her spun up to do it. And yeah, that's pretty much all my priorities on units. Nothing too crazy at this point. It's more just, I'm kind of set in my account, other than getting the next couple ones, so I know who to use my selector on. But after I'm, like, if I pick Tiamat for my selector right now, I'd be solid in my account to do all content. And so I'm not really hurting at this point, other than that I have to wait. That's about the only things I'm having to wait, so I can avoid getting duped unnecessarily. But yeah, that's pretty much everything there. Let's see. The other big thing that I'm going to be doing, I will be streaming tonight, is I'm going to be trying out the PvP. I have not touched the RTA yet, but I will be doing that. And slowly working on this, working my way up. We'll just kind of have to see. This one's pretty easy. If you've been doing max stamina refreshes, this has been fairly easy because it gives you people that I think have not, at least from what I can tell, because they're really low level and all that. So making sure to work on that, and that's pretty much it. That is my account. That's where I currently am. But yeah, and I think everybody's like in a similar situation. Just make sure to get nice compliments to be able to do all content. And so like that's why a unit like Lily is so key if we get her on the light dark unit, because she's good in everything. If you're heavy in fire like I am and weak on the water, then switch to then you need to target water units if they come on the limb banner. Kind of the other way, if you're heavy on water, don't pick a water unit for your guaranteed. Go ahead and get a fire unit if you don't have any fire. So overall, my account's doing pretty good. It's I'm struggling a little bit because I've seen some people are already doing Nightmare 3 at this point. Now, I have not finished the day, so I might be able to by the end of the day. We'll kind of see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like my content, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.